Welcome, Taurus, to Sacred Rainbow Intuitive Guidance Readings. This is Tara, and today's reading is for Taurus's mid-April love reading. Now, just know that the messages received here in this reading are guided by Spirit and as intended for your highest good at the moment you are watching this reading. So not all messages are for everyone. Please take what resonates with you and then let go of the rest. And for those of you that are cross watchers, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. So be sure to check out my other videos to get a more in-depth reading this month. And if you enjoyed my reading, let me know by hitting that like button, subscribing to my channel, then click on the bell to receive notifications on my recent uploads. Now let's get started with Taurus's mid-April love reading. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with finding out where you're at, Taurus. And I'm going to use the Queen of the Moon Oracle card deck, and I'm going to pair that up with the Ascended Masters card and see where you're at right now. Hunger with the full moon. Feel like you're longing for something. You feel like a lone wolf right now, but you're longing for something more. And you're howling at the moon trying to call for it, like summoning it in almost. We have Open Your Heart to Love, Jesus. And Jesus just came out, this card came out in the Virgo reading. So if you have Virgo in your chart or your person's a Virgo, you might want to check that out. Balance. Another full moon, she has it holding in her hands. So this to me is telling me that you're longing for a balanced type of love. Maybe like a new beginning. But it really is about setting boundaries. I feel like that is your restriction right now. We have meditate. Buddha. Okay. So with the hunger and meditation on both sides, and they're all like solo people except, Jesus has the animals with them. The focus for this is like the spirit, the animal kingdom's coming in to support you. And, you've closed your heart off in the past. And you feel like you've gone through many different cycles and things haven't changed. And you really just want to focus on a new love. You want wholeness and completion. That's why this balance is coming up. This also could be a Libra showing up in your reading. But it really is about endings and then starting new beginnings. And these new beginnings in relationships are to be balanced and harmonious rather than being hungry for some sort of connection like that in the past. All right, let's go ahead and move on and see where your person's energy is at. And we'll use the Good Tarot and get additional information from the Gateway Oracle cards. And see where your person is at, Taurus, right now. We have the Three of Air. And that's the Three of Swords, for those of you that don't know. But what really comes out to me is, if you can see, above these birds, there's crowns. It's kind of hard to see in this picture, but even over here on her wing, there's a bird here with a crown, bird on her wing with a crown on top. And this is, like, right now they're just... They're really feeling like heartbreak and loss because of this king and queen. They see this king and queen as like the ultimate love, but they feel like they're all alone. And then let's get some more information. They're really in their thoughts about this. Coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. So they have to go through these dark emotions, these depressed feelings in order to find the truth. And as they're growing into their truth and really embracing that, and showing that to the world rather than, hiding away. It's just going to make it evolve even more. We have Queen of Water. And this is the Queen of Cups. And, there's a lot of healing taking place here. It's being sensitive to their own emotions. Sensitive to the love, this queen that they want to be with, or this king that they want to be with, or the queen that they want to be, or the king that they want to be. They're loving themselves, them facing their emotions, even though they feel lost. It's really helped them focus on themselves and growing themselves and being more empathetic and sensitive to other people's feelings, but also compassionate to their own feelings. Cherishing self. That's just, validation there. I accept and love myself. So they're nurturing themselves with, good food, and they're taking the time to stop and smell the roses. And they're providing themselves with the, maybe gifts of accomplishment, of joy. Like, if you do an hour worth of work, you get up and you walk around for 10-15 minutes, and that's a gift that you're giving to your body for, the time that you spent working, and you're nourishing yourself in some way. We have the Hanged Man. Well, they're surrendering. They're really going into this newfound wisdom of power, of coming into their own. Oh, I feel like this one. Manifesting dreams. My dreams are coming true. Yeah, that's all. Going into their emotions, they know what they want. They're going right for it, and they're focusing on themselves, which is beautiful because that's what you want. And just like you are looking for that love, it really is. It is about opening up your heart and your soul to loving yourself, just like they're loving themselves. Because that's what you would want from somebody, them to be able to take care of themselves fully and completely, as you can take care of yourself fully and completely. And if not you, then who? All right, let's go ahead and see what is the current energy of this connection. And I'm going to use the Romance Angels cards. And I'm going to pair that up with the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. And just see what's going on here, Taurus. Chemistry. Yeah, of course, there's a lot of chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction to being together, to touching, to just kind of cuddling, right? 6 of Wands, success and recognition. I mean, they see who you are, right? They know who you are. They know that they see a potential future with you, but right now I feel like you're both being independent first and foremost, but you're focusing on your own creative endeavors and your own passions outside of the relationship. However, what it is doing is kind of bringing it back, bringing it back together. It's becoming more enlightened, is what I'm picking up from this. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So yeah, while you're separated, it's saying it is worth waiting for. It's not saying, you should wait and hold off. But whatever it is that's going through, this potential of this relationship has, a lot to offer. And we have a painful ending. 10 of Swords. Well, that would make sense. Worth waiting for. There is a painful ending. What happened? You know, it's like you hit rock bottom, the both of you. And where something, you know, may have been hopeful in the beginning, it just didn't end so well. It was very painful. And, you know, they know that. You know that. Let's get another card. We have 7 of Pentacles, reevaluation. It's about the roots that they had previously. So who they are now is different from who they were when you had interacted with them in the past. And this painful ending had to happen in order for both of you to grow, to become the people that you are now. You had to go through these trials and tribulations, and you had to hold back, and you know, maybe it's just been a work in progress, like going through all these karmic lessons, and you know, really just wanting to come together. But that's what this is ending all of these painful things, and really healing those roots, and growing new ones, so that there may be some sort of divine intervention, and it brings forth this new type of love, like a new initiation into love, a different version of who they are and a different version of who you are. But you have to forgive and let go, as well as them. They have to forgive and let go in order to move into that space of being able to come back together. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Twin Flame Messages cards and pair that up with the Lover's Oracle. And I'm going to get, what does your person's higher self want you to know at this time, Taurus? What does your person's higher self want you to know? We have, I got spooked. Yeah, the chemistry was too out there. They didn't know how to handle it. They've never, you know, they never experienced that before. They never felt that. Okay, so this flipped out and landed on the ground. Twin flames. Your passion ignites. Yeah, of course. I mean, of course. This would, you know, the dark night of the soul, this painful ending, you know, in a twin flame connection, that's all it is this mirror reflection of each other. And if they're bringing out this darkness in you, you are also bringing out this darkness in them. It's all that hurt and pain and grief and sorrow that has ever existed for their aspect of the soul, whether they're the masculine or the feminine representation, or you are. It's, you know, you're mirroring each other. And eventually karma does come back around, so that, you know, you learn your lessons and grow. But just know it's rather, you know, this is your ultimate mirror, and you are their ultimate mirror. So things are going to be the darkest of the dark and the heaviest of the heaviest. So you've got to let that go. You've got to acknowledge that, okay, that was then, this is now, and move forward so that you can heal. You can heal and let this go and move forward. I feel badly for the way I treated you. You didn't deserve that. They know that. You know that. We have... It's like, don't show this. Just show the words right away. But it's like a flame, a heart on fire. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. I have a feeling you already know this is coming about. This is already transforming for you, Taurus, and your person. And, you know, you may not be together in the 3D right now, just like how we're going, you know, in that independent state. However, it is worth waiting for because of this deep connection. We have, I am more affected than you know. So maybe they didn't fully tell you how they felt about you. I feel like this top card is like totally calling. So I'm just going to pull it. It's beautiful, huh? A lot of greens and blues. So communication and heart healing. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So this is just confirming what I was saying here. You know, heal yourself, love yourself, and forgive yourself and forgive them so that you may move forward and feel the love you deserve to feel. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. So it's like you have a secret admirer. But they're there. You know? It's a hard connection, and there's love there. I feel like getting a few more cards. Like, what ones will come out for Taurus? Okay. First off, this is like, okay, all the circles are like the multiple dimensions, multiple timelines. You know, it's, you exist all places. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you will be surprised where it leads. Where it leads is divine timing. It's where it leads is releasing the painful past, covering up these, not covering up, but releasing, letting go of, making the choice to change the direction that your life is already going in, to release the pain so that you may allow more happiness and joy in. If I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. Oh, we got two more. I can still feel you. Well, of course. If, you know, this is your twin flame, of course you can. You're the same soul. I'm in a much better headspace now. I'm going to put that over. I got spooked. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. All right, I'm going to just pull the top card, and it says, I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. So, as they're going through their healing and their work, and you're going through your healing and work and your reevaluation period, and you're transforming, know that this connection is real. And it's really about going within. You're hungering for this. You're calling for it. And they are too, and they're doing the work. And eventually your vibrations will just naturally come back together. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Taurus. I hope you received the messages that you were seeking. And if you enjoyed this reading, please let me know by hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel. You can also keep up to date on my recent uploads by clicking on that bell button. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time.